Hello students, in this opportunity I'm going to explain you the evidence for this week. Remember that in this week, or the title for this week is my project, and the activity, in the activity number 2, you have to create a graphic organizer about a problem. Okay, let's read. Just remember that you are a teenager, and teenagers are the future and the present. And you can change the world now. The United Nations challenge teenagers and young people of the world to get involved and get inspired to solve 3 global issues or problems: poverty, inequality, and the environmental crisis. Okay. As a responsible and sensitive teenager, identify a problem and determine its causes and their effects. Remember that the cause is the origin of the problem, and the effect is the result or the consequence. Okay, for this task, choose one of the 2 options. Okay, you have 2 options. The first one, option A, you have to create a graphic organizer about the problem. The problem, poverty. About a problem, this problem is the poverty. Okay, and the option B, you have to create a graphic organizer about another problem in our community or in your community. No, for example, the robbery, the pollution, maybe I don't know, another problem that you have in your community, because you notice a lot of problems in your communities. Okay, take one and 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 use it in your project. Okay, please, you have to follow the steps. For both options are the same steps. Okay, option A, create your graphic organizer about the problem poverty. Okay, step number 1, match the causes and their direct effects. Okay, you have this bubble with some causes and their effects. Remember, causes is the origin. Okay, I write here. Causes is the origin of the problem. And effects, the results or consequences. Okay, for example, the origin of the low salaries, the origin or the causes, number 1 is low salaries. Okay, the effects, poor quality of life. Poor quality of life means that maybe people don't have enough money to buy food, to register the children in the schools, for example, to buy some books and some notebooks, or buy some clothes. Okay. No hospitals, few job opportunities, no connectivity, low salaries, poor quality of life, people drop out of school, poor health, and limited information sources. For example, no hospital. Okay. The origin of this problem is that we don't have enough hospital. Okay, if we don't have enough hospital, the effects poor health. Poor health. Okay, no hospitals, maybe there aren't enough places where sick people go and recover their health. Okay, please try to recognize the origin or the causes and the effects of results or consequences. Okay, let's continue. Step number 2. In step number 2, you have to choose one of these graphic organizers. If you don't like any of them, maybe you can create a new graphic organizer. Okay, you have to write a problem. In this case, the poverty. The name of the problem is the poverty. 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 The cause with its effect. Okay, don't forget that. And finally, step number 3, make sentences with information from your graphic organizer. Okay, follow the structure. This is the structure. Now, the effects, people have few job opportunity because they drop out of school. Okay, people don't have jobs. People maybe don't have a permanent job or a good job because they drop out of school, because they didn't study, because they left the school and didn't study anymore, for example. Okay, I'm going to write another example. People don't, my God, wait, okay. People don't have, or people have, no. People have, for example, people have poor health because they don't have hospitals or enough hospitals, no? Okay. It's easy. The effect and the cause. Well, here is in the opposite position, but you have to analyze. If you decide to choose the option B, you have to create a graphic. It's the same, a graphic organizer, but using a problem in your community. For example, there is discrimination in my neighborhood, no, or in my community. Is a cause, and the effects only get help with the housework. People threw garbage into the streets, for example. Okay. Effects, or into the ocean, no, into the ocean. The effects, the ocean is contaminated. No, is contaminated. Okay. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. You have to also write the cause and effects. Choose a graphic organizer and write sentences with information in the chart. Okay, it's the same, but only change the problem. Remember that your project, your evidence must to have these criteria, these characteristics, these characteristics. Okay, you have to follow this when you do your evidence. Okay, if you have some questions, please call me or send me a message. Okay, see you and take care.